Nebraska falls in the Music City Bowl 38-24. This is the Music City Bowl quarterback, Sean. And when we're talking quarterbacks in the Music City Bowl, you got to talk about Joshua Dobbs. He was outstanding, 23 of 38 for 291, also with 118 on the ground. I think he combined for 4 total touchdowns. He was outstanding. He was as good as advertised, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. You talk about this guy, and you see him on TV. I mean, because they were on CBS, I felt like every week on the national SEC game. But I think seeing him in person, you have even a better appreciation, because Nebraska had not really struggled with a quarterback like this all year other than J.T. Barrett. And he was also a mobile guy. So I think that was a concern going in. But Dobbs was big. He was athletic. He was slippery. He had a strong arm. When Nebraska got it even within 7, it was 31-24. He makes that throw to kind of put the game away. So whatever play this guy had to make, he made it, and that's why Tennessee obviously won this game.
Yeah, the other outstanding player on Tennessee's roster, Derek Barnett, and that guy, oh my goodness, he showed why he's going to be a top 10 pick in the NFL draft.
Well, earlier in the week, Jerry Godowski, former Nebraska quarterback and now Vanderbilt quarterbacks coach, said he was the best defensive player they saw all season in the SEC. And when you hear something like that from a coach, you know they're not blowing smoke. I mean, this guy was the real deal. He was out in coverage even on a play, got the sack record. They stopped the game more or less as he passed Reggie White, who's regarded as the best defensive lineman maybe in NFL history. So this is a guy we're going to be talking about on NFL draft day, high first-round pick, and he showed it out here in this game.
One of the themes after the game when talking to the coaches and the players was Nebraska's inability to gain yardage on first and second down, especially in the run game, especially in that first half.
Yeah, they really tried to mix it up, and it backfired at times. On early first downs, they were throwing, and they faced 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 12 a lot, and then you're 3rd and 11. And you don't want to be in those downs when you're playing a pass rush like Derek Barnett, because they were able to get to Nebraska with just 4. Then when they blitzed with 5 or 6, it just wasn't pretty. And I credit Riker Fife. He stood up in there. He did what he had to do at times, but the defense on the other side needed to help him out more and come up with some more timely stops, and they just weren't doing that on the other side for him to really, give him some field position and opportunities to get him back in the game.
Yeah, Riker Fife finishes 17 of 36 for 243 yards. Sean, what's your big takeaway on a 9-4 season?
Well, it's an improved season from a year ago, but everyone's going to remember the finish. No one remembers how you start, 7-0. They remember how you finished, and this team finished the year, 2-4 down the stretch when they played their best competition, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Iowa, and then Tennessee. And those are the games that you measure your season with. And yes, this season produced improvement, but I think you also have to look big picture. This is not really the team that's going to be on the field next year. There's going to be a lot of overhaul with the quarterback position in general. So I think that's what has you optimistic. All right, they've survived these kind of 2 transition years. They improved in the second year. Now they are going to really move into what they want to do with their type of quarterbacks and their type of offense. And that will be really the story, I think, going forward when spring ball opens in March.
Yeah, Divino Zigbo saying there will be no excuses this offseason. They will want to take that next step. However, the Huskers will have to replace 30 seniors on their roster.